Hello, everybody.
Happy Whinypaluza Wednesday.
We've been busy over here.
Yes. Should we tell them what you're busy about? Because it's coming soon.
Sure.
Or should we save that for the end?
Okay, you can tell them at the end.
Okay, remind me to tell them at the end. Exciting announcement coming.
So, the summer is going quickly, everyone. I'm really kind of bummed. Lily and I were talking in the car. We feel very busy. We don't want to feel busy. I would like some summer boredom.
So stop things.
Okay, well, I have stuff scheduled all day tomorrow.
Well,
and
then
all
you
day.
scheduled it.
And all day on Friday.
Well, don't schedule something on Monday.
Oh, I think I need to stop scheduling stuff. I'm sorry, everybody, but I need some summer boredom time. So,
Okay, well, then you have to stop scheduling things.
Okay, so my daughter, Ella, does Teenage Tuesday every Tuesday. And so she does Teenage Tuesday. I do Whinypaluza Wednesday. And she does a topic. And usually I have something that I want to write about, or I don't feel inspired to keep going with what she talks about. But sometimes I relate my topic to her topic. So I was inspired this week. Ella started us out. You can read it at whinypaluza.com. I think it was Just Let It Go or something like that.
Yes, let it go. Yes.
And if you know Ella, you are going to understand the difference between Ella at 13 and Ella at 17 is incredible to us. We have watched quite the transformation. We all know that being a teenager brings so many insecurities.
Yes.
And I have told my kids, I remember middle school, and I remember just not being comfortable in my skin.
Yep.
And in high school, it got a little better, but every decade, I was just telling Seth, I'm 50. Yes, I can say it. And my friend was making fun of me because I can't say it. And I feel different. I feel like every decade we get more comfortable in our skin. So
when we're dead, we're going to be super smart.
Oh my God. Can we do that in another 50 years?
Sure. At 100, you'll be really comfortable.
Oh my gosh. So anyways, you can read Ella's blog, but I want to talk about mine.
Yes.
And I wrote mine about confidence in parents and children because I loved what she started saying, and I feel like it's a whole conversation. So if you want to be more confident, if you want your kids to be more confident, stay with us.
I think everybody can use more confidence.
I think every single one of us, when I write about this stuff and talk about this stuff, it helps Seth and I immensely. It's not just out of the goodness of my heart for all of you.
150,000 people listening every month.
Corey, I know, Corey. It's just incredible because sometimes I feel like we're back in 1994, Corey. Corey and I went to high school together, and sometimes I don't feel 50.
I said the other day that I felt like when we were in our late 20s and we just met.
You did say that. Well, maybe we're keeping each other young.
You are definitely keeping me young. I hopefully the other way around too.
Well, my friend told me Lily's keeping me young.
So okay then. There might be a few hidden gray hairs because of her, but okay.
So anyways, all of us want to be more confident. Every single person on this universe wants more confidence. So let's talk about how to be more confident.
Awesome. Let's get me some more confidence.
I do want to say something before I jump into all these tips that were helpful for me. So, I interview all these experts. Every Friday, a new Whinypaluza podcast comes out with a new expert. And they have all told me the same thing. If you want your kids to be more confident, not depressed, not anxious, secure, things going well, whatever the thing is that you want, I want you to look at yourself, because depressed parents have depressed kids. Anxious parents have anxious kids. Insecure parents have insecure kids. So I'm not blaming you. We all have baggage.
Stuff, yeah.
We all have stuff. But if we want our kids to be more confident, then we have to show them what confidence looks like. So if the bottom line is, if we're okay, they're okay. So
certainly helps.
Yes. So I want to show them how to be confident, social, successful, healthy marriage. I want to show them all these things. They're the best motivator. So, okay. So number one, we hem and haw about things. Does everybody know what that means? Do you know
what does that mean?
We
think about it,
we
decision
think
delay.
We think too much. We
it.
perseverate. We overanalyze. We overthink. And I want to tell you, just go for it. So when we spend time thinking, overthinking, overanalyzing, confidence goes down. When we go for it and we do things, confidence goes up. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
Okay.
Momentum.
So along those lines, so the first few kind of go together, hard things come up and we'll be like, oh, that sounds really hard. Okay, do the hard thing. Because as we do hard things, we see what we're capable of. So I want you to take notice all day of all the hard things that you do. Do the hard thing. When we shy away from it, we lose confidence in ourselves. When we do the hard thing, we prove things to ourselves. And that goes for our kids too. We want our kids to do the hard things because us as parents, we try to prevent things. We try to stop things. I'll be like, no. Don't take 4 AP classes. Don't do it. It's too much work. And they'll be like, I'll show her.
Yeah.
And they've all done it so far.
Yes.
So they do the hard thing and then they feel good about themselves because they succeed at the hard thing.
Yes.
So they've all said, don't listen to mom.
They do it anyway and they crush it.
They're like, you're too protective. You try to protect us from too many things. Let them do the hard thing. Okay, so this goes with the next one, which is one of my favorites. One of my favorite lines that has helped me immensely is I want us all to feel our fear and then I want us to go do it anyway. Mm-hmm. Okay? So I could give you so many examples, okay? I want to go to Hawaii and Europe. That's like the first thing that comes in my head when I think of fear. And I'm like, oh my God, it's such a long plane ride. It's such a long plane ride. We're going to Orlando and that's not causing me anxiety. I will hopefully be fine. And it's a direct flight.
Right? There's nothing to not be fine about.
Turbulence is not my friend.
Okay. There's nothing I can do about that.
Right. So I'm going to tell you that if I want to go to Europe, if that's important to me, feel the anxiety, feel the fear, but do it anyway. And then show yourself that you can do it.
Yes.
We don't want to avoid things because when we avoid things, we lose confidence in ourselves. So that would be one of the most important things that we can teach our kids is it's okay to be scared. It's okay to be anxious. That's all normal.
Yes.
But we don't want to teach them to then avoid it because they're scared.
Right. Because then you're learning in reverse and you're conditioning yourself not to do things.
Yeah.
You're letting the fear win.
And then it grows.
Yes. It gets
then
worse
it
the
grows.
next time.
And when we tackle things, the fear and the anxiety goes down.
Yep.
And the insecurity goes down. It's like, oh.
The confidence muscle builds.
Okay, so a perfect example is that Seth travels a lot. So Seth has like exercised his travel muscle.
Yes.
His travel muscle is strong. He is good at booking flights, booking hotels, getting around airports, getting Ubers, finding his hotel, finding the meetings that he has to go to. He has so much experience of that. However, I do not. I don't travel enough. I don't think I travel enough to feel like I have a really super strong travel muscle. When I went to Florida with Lily alone, I got to exercise.
You did.
And that helped me grow my confidence.
Yeah, because you guys did it. You navigated successfully. You got everywhere.
So that made me feel good about myself. I didn't shy away because it was just Lily and I. I was like, we can do this. We can do this. So every time I travel, I'm exercising my travel muscle and I'm getting better at it and I'm growing my confidence. Versus going, I'm not good at traveling. I'm going to let Seth do everything and I'm just going to continue not feeling good about this. So hopefully they see the difference.
Yes.
Okay. I have learned a really good tool for myself that I want to share with you. We all feel insecure. We all feel anxious We all feel scared. We all feel those things. Nobody doesn't feel those things. But what I have found is excitement feels very similar. Okay? So your heart might be racing and you might be sweating a little bit, and you know what excitement feels like.
Yes.
So if I'm nervous, I'm trying to think of an example. If I'm nervous to go on the trip, I don't have another example in my head. Relabel it as excited. I'm excited. I am so excited. I can't wait. And then I'm not telling myself I'm anxious. I'm telling myself I'm excited. And then I feel completely happier and more confident.
Or as Ella calls it, nervous-sided.
Okay, so that's where we started.
Yeah.
We started with nervous. Then Ella was like, I'm not nervous, I'm nervous-sided. And then I said, no, I'm not nervous. I'm just excited. So it has morphed.
It's a much better way to look at it.
I have morphed to telling myself in situations like presenting. That's a perfect example. I'm going to get up in front of a bunch of people and have to present multiple times this year. I'm going to be excited about it. I'm going to tell myself I'm excited. I can't wait to do this.
I love it.
So, practice and role play. So, why I'm saying that is I get insecure when I don't know what to say. My kids will come to me and say, I didn't know what to say. I will say to Seth, now I feel like I'm very hard on myself because
Yes.
I feel as though I should always know what to say.
Which is unrealistic.
It is not realistic because emotions cloud. So as someone who is trained in communication skills, I can tell you that I still get clouded by my feelings. And sometimes I shut down because the feelings sometimes go so high and I don't, what is the word?
Can't see
Regulate. I don't regulate myself. So if my emotions get too high and I don't regulate myself, sometimes I get clouded and I don't know what to say. And then I say to Seth, I didn't know what to say. So then Seth will come to me and say, what would you say in this situation?
I have done that many times.
He'll say, this is what's happening.
Yeah. Yes.
What would you say? So if we practice and talk it out with people, if our kids talk it out with us, then we feel more confident to go and tackle the moment, to go and tackle whatever the issue is.
Yep.
So you agree with that?
I do.
Because we do that a lot. I don't know if you know
Yeah,
that.
it's very helpful.
I find it so helpful to say to Seth, hey, this is what happened. What would you have said in that situation? Because even if the situation is over, then I can learn for the next time. Which brings me to learn from mistakes. So we all make mistakes. So what I'm going to invite you to do with me, and I'm inviting my husband to do this with me, we aren't going to beat ourselves up about mistakes. That's going to drag us down and bring us away from confidence. We are going to normalize anxiety. We are going to normalize, mistakes.
Yes.
We are going to normalize that we all make mistakes. So if we normalize it, we take the air out of it. And it's not as like,
Yeah, you're not giving it power.
yes, we're taking the power away from it. So a mistake is normal and a mistake isn't bad because then I can say, I don't like what I said in this situation, Seth. Let's go over it so that I can figure out when something like this happens again, what am I going to say?
Exactly. You improve for next time.
Yes. So we're going to normalize it. We're going to learn from it. We're going to be ready for next time. And we're not going to drag our confidence down. And we're not going to sit there going over and over what we did wrong. We're going to let it go.
Yep.
As Ella said, let it go.
Love it.
Okay. Notice things that you and your child do all day long. And I mentioned this earlier, but I said to Seth the other day, cannot believe I said this. I looked at Seth and I said, I amaze myself. Do you remember that?
I was very proud of you.
When do I ever say that? When do I ever say that? I must
Say it
have.
more often.
So we don't, our worth is not tied to what we do. I will say that over and over again. Our performance and what we accomplish all day does not define us. I think that particular day, I was like, holy moly, did I get a lot done. And I amazed myself. But I also amaze myself when I take rest and when I sit down and I relax. Like, that's amazing too.
Mm-hmm.
So just notice things all day. Notice all the awesome things you do all day. Notice all the awesome things your kids do all day. If we criticize ourselves all day, we're bringing ourselves down. If we're criticizing our kids all day, Lily said to me the other day, "Oh, you're always criticizing me." She's not wrong. She's not wrong. I could give you probably the list that I had said to her. Sometimes I listen to myself barking at her, and I'm like, I'd find myself annoying too. Like she said to me in the car today, "You're so annoying." Now, mind you, I was not being annoying. I mean, I don't.
She just always thinks we're annoying.
That is accurate. So the goal is not to criticize our kids all day, because that's going to make them feel like crap. And then our voice becomes their voice, and then they criticize themselves all day. So if we catch them doing things right all day, not only does it increase, and then they're reinforced to do more of the good things, then we're also building their confidence level. So I want us to catch ourselves doing things right and doing hard things and doing all the things and being all the things. And I want us to do it for our kids too.
Awesome.
Okay. Decide to be happy with whatever you do. So I think this might stem from my husband. So you pick a paint color. Decide to be happy with it. You pick a car. You pick a dining room table. Just decide.
And those are purely random examples. They don't have anything to do with real life.
It all has to do with me. We're just going to, when I left the parking lot with my new car, I knew that I needed to just decide to be happy. I didn't want to start thinking about all the other car options and all the other things that I could have done. Just be happy with what you picked and be satisfied and praise yourself for making the decision. So once we make the decision, we need to just praise ourselves for making the decision. If we made the decision and we're really not happy with it, we can fix it. But the goal is, do your research.
Yes.
Do whatever you got to do to make the decision. Have momentum, make the decision, then be happy with yourself.
Yes. Decide to stay happy.
So whatever your kids decide, whatever you decide, we want to be happy about it. And I will just decide in my head, I'm going to be happy with what we picked to do this summer as a family for our vacation. I'm not going to find things wrong with it.
Hallelujah.
I'm just going, stop it!
Yes. Sorry. I can't imagine where that might have come from. I'm sorry.
Well, you know, we pick new hotels a lot. We pick new destinations.
Not going
Just
to always get it right.
Try to find the good in whatever it is. The paint, the vacation, the sport, I'm just trying to think of decisions that everybody's making.
Yes.
So I said brush it off. My mom says blow it to the wind. My daughter says don't drag it. Ella says let it go. It all means the same thing. So whatever it is that we do, let's say we made a mistake. Let's say we don't like how something went. I want us to pick ourselves up. I want us to brush ourselves off, and I want us to rebound quickly. So my family has said to me, multiple family members, you need to teach me how to rebound so quickly. I think my parents taught me how to do that growing up. I think my parents, things would be going like crap and then move on. Okay, blow it off. Let's move on. You know, whatever it is, dust yourself off, get back up, and just keep going. And don't let it ruin your whole day. And don't let it make you feel bad all day. Agree? Disagree?
Agree. Sooner you move on, the better you'll feel.
He will say to me, Are we ready to talk? Are we ready to move on? Where are you at?
Yes, always good to check in.
So
She will say, I'm still upset about it. I still need to talk about it.
So I will tell you that the quicker that we can dust things off, brush things off, and move forward, the better we'll feel.
Amen.
The happier we'll feel. And one of the things that is huge for confidence, I think that one of the worst things we can do for ourselves or our kids is to compare them to their siblings, to their friends, to compare us to other people. We think, I have said this so many times, but I'm still getting people telling me the same thing, so this is why I keep saying it. People will tell me that someone has it all together.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe how this woman has it all together. Do you know how many times I have heard that? I've heard it recently. And I know the truth. I know the truth. I don't care what you post on Facebook. I don't care what you're showing us with your smile. I know for a fact that every single human being has baggage. I know we all have it. I know we all carry it. I know some people carry it better than others. I know some people hide it better than others, but I know that it's there. You don't need to hide it. I mean, I'm telling you that if I'm your good friend, you do not need to hide it with me. I think that we compare ourselves to what we think is going on next door, but we don't know what's going on next door. We think that people have more than us, a better life than us, and we get into, and that drags us down. We do not want to compare our kids to other kids or their siblings because they're all so different and they all have their own strengths. At one point, I remember Ella saying, is there anything that Max isn't good at? And I think I came up with something random. And I was like, honey, you all have your strengths and your weaknesses. Every single person is unique. Just embrace your uniqueness and who you are. And hopefully you don't get caught up in the comparison game.
I try to minimize the amounts of time I do it because comparison is the thief of joy.
So there's a reason for that phrase.
Yes.
Okay. Last but not least, stop, for the love of God, taking everything personally. I will tell you that just recently, I was in the presence of somebody who was not happy. And I could make something up of what I did wrong. We can all always make stuff up of what we did wrong. Why do we think we're so important? And why do we always think it's about us? Do we ever just say, oh, they must have something going on? Do you ever do that? Do you ever say, oh, they must have had a bad day or a bad morning?
Why is this person acting this way? I don't know.
I'm not saying we never do anything wrong, and I'm not saying it's never us. I'm just saying we tend to take everything personally.
Yes.
So let's stop, and let's stop thinking we're so important. And that's going to make us happier. That's going to increase our confidence level. Anything that you have found that has increased your confidence level that I didn't mention?
No, most of the things are on your list.
I think doing hard things is the biggest thing to building confidence.
Work the muscle.
Work the muscle. Just do it. Just do it. Or, I know what I was thinking of when I was texting you, because I have to make it so that I can text myself.
I'll show you how to do that.
Because, like, I hit Seth driving home the other day because I had a good thought about this blog, and I wanted to just take the note. And the note was that there are times that we don't do things because we don't think we're going to be good at it. We don't think it's going to be good enough. And we criticize ourselves. And then we don't do it. And then we feel worse. I am telling you that if there is something that you want to do, that you've been thinking about, that you don't think you're good enough to do, I'm telling you that you're wrong. And I want you to go start it now, tomorrow, like pronto. So there have been things that I didn't think that I would be good at, and I surprise myself. So I want you to go surprise yourself, and I want you to know that if you can think of something in your life that you want to do, that you can do it. So that is a huge one for a confidence booster.
Love it.
So hopefully you took something away to increase your confidence and increase your children's confidence. But I will tell you that if I can increase your confidence, then I know it's going to trickle down to your kids. So that's why I tend to start with the parents, because I know where it goes from there.
Absolutely.
So that is our topic of the week. And I want you to know we had a July challenge, and I dropped off the prize to Kristen Best.
Congratulations, Kristen.
And Kristen had something for me when I dropped off her prize. Kristen.
What a bonus.
So that was a first for me. So
the Whinypaluza, you got a prize.
Whinypaluza Fairy went to drop off a prize and got a prize. So this is a beautiful blue bracelet with a heart.
Aww.
And it has wonderful meaning behind it that I gotta get the card out. I can't read it to you now because I didn't bring the little card with me. But I love it, Kristen, and I hope she likes her prize. And on Friday, every Friday is a new guest and a new expert. This Friday, it's Janet Philbin, and the title of it is Show Up for Yourself So You Can Show Up for Your Children.
It's a good title.
Loved talking to this lady. I have so many podcasts recorded that I cannot wait to share with you. I'm recording an awesome one on Friday, and it's going to be all about, like the college adjustment. So that I'm going to get out to you. Like, I'm going to do a quick turnaround of that one because I want to help before college starts. So, what did you want to share?
Oh, we have an exciting announcement. So, we are about to release the Rebecca Digital AI Clone. So we have trained it on 5 million words of Rebecca's content over the last 13 years. You will be able to talk to it, and it will respond in her voice and have conversations with you. You can ask it any question you want, and it will answer as Rebecca. I have tested it many times. I talk to it a couple times a week. It gives me really, really good advice. I'm sure you're all going to love it. We will let you know when and where you can go get your hands on it, and then you can have Rebecca in your pocket 24/7, 365.
You know that you can have access to me.
Yes.
You're just testing it.
I'm testing it.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Sometimes I've asked you questions about you, and you've given me good advice about you.
Oh my God, I've got to see this in action. So this is kind of scary what he has access to. So I will say a friend messaged me before this, and he said, how do I find episodes on XYZ? There are 566 episodes, I think. So if you go into the purple Apple Podcast app on your phone, I just tried it to make sure I was right. You type in the Whinypaluza podcast and whatever subject you want, anxiety, depression, ADHD, anything. It will bring up the episodes. So you can look up episodes.
And that works on any podcast app, not just Apple. So you can do it on Apple. You can also do it on Google Play, Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, Amazon, Audible, Pandora, and YouTube.
So we want to thank you for listening to the blog, listening to the podcast, reading the blog,
watching this vlog.
Now this vlog, this is very confusing for people. I'm hoping I'm not going to confuse you. So we go live on my personal Facebook page every Wednesday at 9 p.m.
Eastern Time.
So if you are listening to this, you can join us live every Wednesday. However, we then release it to the podcast on Wednesday. Does that make sense? The following Wednesday?
Yes, so every Wednesday, you can either listen to it, watch us live, or you can tune in the next week and listen to the audio version. And every Friday, there's always an audio and video interview on the podcast with an amazing guest expert.
Can you turn that off, please?
She's talking to our children.
I'm listening to music, so I'm sorry if you can hear the music. Oh my God.
Happy Whinypaluza Wednesday.
I wanted to say, so a lot of us listen to podcasts, but I also watch podcasts. And my friend was very excited the other day when I taught her that she can watch it on YouTube.
As you can see the interview.
So you might not know this because everybody tends to listen to my podcast. You can watch it on YouTube. You don't have to listen to it. So whatever floats your boat. But thank you for doing all the things, and thank you for sharing this with a friend who you think might need it. So have a wonderful week. We'll be back next week with a new topic.
Happy Whinypaluza Wednesday.
Thank you for tuning in to the Whinypaluza podcast. If you like what you heard, please be sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode. While you are there, leave a review. I love to hear your feedback. Thank you so much for listening. Until next time.
This show has been produced by Market Domination, LLC. To discover how you can have your own show completely done for you and turn it into a real published book and become the authority in your marketplace, go to www.marketdominationllc.com/podcast offer.